My name is Chadwick Ginther. I'm the author of Thunder Road and Tombstone Blues, which are two fantasy novels that are set right here in Manitoba, and they're heavily influenced by my love of Norse mythology. I came to stories before I came to reading. We had two uncles in my family, my great-great-uncle and my great-great-great-uncle, who lived with us when I was growing up. And they made up original Lone Ranger and Tarzan stories, so they really seeded a love of adventure, you know, right into my bones as a kid. And I went from there to comic books and then to fantasy novels, and I never stopped loving stories, never stopped loving reading. There's something very, very appealing to me about just blanking out, you know, our world and settling in with one that I'm creating, because, you know, you don't have a lot of control over your day-to-day life. So when you're a writer, you have ultimate control over everybody's lives. It's kind of fun.
Well, there are some things I learned about you, Chadwick. Yes, your great high school novels have now transformed into these, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so now we're talking about writing and also the love for reading, because it is the month of February. So I want to know, what's your favorite book?
You make it hard, but my to-read pile is ridiculous, but if I'm cornered and absolutely have to say this is my favorite book, I say Nine Princes in Amber by Roger Zelazny.
And why?
You know, it just, despite the fact that it's over 30 years old, it still resonates for me, and I can go back and reread it, and I always find something new, and I always find something at a different stage in my life where, as a reader or as a writer, I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that. So. Okay,
so are you currently reading something?
I am currently reading something. I'm reading a fantasy novel called Midnight Blue Light Special by a writer named Seanan McGuire.
And what's it about?
It's about a young woman who wants to be a professional ballroom dancer, but her family are cryptozoologists, and so they spend most of their time studying and defending what we would call monsters from monster hunters.
What can only live in the imagination of Chadwick Ginther, folks. All right, now you are a teacher as well, so for you, Chadwick, what would you like to instill in your potential young authors today?
I told them from our very first class that you can't be a writer without being a reader, and so I hope that I can, you know, by encouraging them to write, I will give them the means to find the books that they want to read, and that will make them better writers.
Well, thank you so much. It's Chadwick Ginther, and I have one last confession. I saw this book. It is on my next to read, so it's beside me on my bedside, so I'm very, very excited to read this one.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, and I got to know the author. So we're going to move on to go Winnipeg. I'm going to head over to yoga, Peg City Yoga, to learn all about the power of movement, but right now, something more in the world of entertainment. It's actually a video gaming experience that's taking to the next level. So here's a story on the Oculus Rift.